No, not there. Hi. Okay, I guess yeah. So we're live now.
Thank you, word. Welcome. Welcome, all right. Sing a song.
Bring it close enough so I can hear what we're talking about too. Hey, I guess so. Or we can do it like this too. If that makes anybody feel better. And I can still hear us. Turn around.
We're beginning anyway.
Okay.
Things start happening. Then I was hiding behind you. Why did you move? Where are you?
Ah, beautiful.
Okay.
Miss Shirley could start with the updates of the position of grandmother substitutes today. What they said.
Okay, quick ka na. Sure ni ojik to lenin ni des ni kas. Itgan sa ibing idon si ba. I am part of the Kokums, the Anishinaabe Kokums on Algonquin, unceded Algonquin territory. On Monday, this past Monday, there was a group of Kokums that came to see the territory here in the south part of Parc de la Verendrye. We came to see the clear cuts, the devastation that's happening in this area. And we are very, very concerned. As part of the Kokum group, we have seen the same kind of concern in other Algonquin communities. We went to travel to the other Algonquin communities 2 winters ago. And the Kokums, the grandmothers, there are very, very concerned, them too, about the clear cutting that's happening in their area and the mining that's happening. So I am here today of Algonquin Kokums to support the people here that who live off the land, who are trying to protect the land from the clear cutting. We are sitting here at the Lucy Lake. And we are going to meet loggers that have said they are going to come in here to, we are going to stop them. We will see what happens today. I'm asking the grandmothers in the Algonquin Nation to come here today, to come and support the people, the Anishinaabe people who live off the land. I'm asking for support. I'm asking for the young people to come here to protect the grandmothers. That's all I have to say right now. Good. There's a small group of us here at the moment, about 15, 20 people, including children. We are asking for people to come sit with us, to come and support us.
Yes, thank you.
We have many brothers and sisters in this area. They use the land. We need them to come and support us. The people that live off this land, they rely on this land for their sustenance, for the animals, especially the moose, the beaver. The beaver, who is the symbol of Canada. Those loggers are cutting down those logs that the beaver rely on, their food. What is that saying about Canada? That they are destroying the food of the beaver. Not only the beaver, but the people, the original peoples of this country, the people that rightfully own this land. Yeah, they are destroying the medicines, the trees, all kinds of trees here have medicines, mesquite. We are trying to protect our way of life, our culture, and yet it's being destroyed. Right now as we speak, not only in Lucy Lake, but other areas of the park, that is genocide. You're killing the people, you're killing the animals. That has to stop. It has to stop. Little we have left here.
My name is White Woman and I'm Wolfman. Yesterday around 3:30 to 4 o'clock, I came here with one of our cookums and I was with my little boy who's almost 2. We came here only to put up the signs that would state no trespassing. And it was written a little bit in French just for them to understand the bloggers and the workers that are coming in. And when we got here, and then we already had the signs up just over here where I felt it was gonna be the perfect place because they already have one machine over here. So once I put up those things up, one of the cookers that was with me heard a big transport coming in. And she told me right away. So it was already coming out, and we took pictures of it and all that. And the man got out of the transport with an who had an empty thing in the back. But he had already unloaded the machine. So I asked that man to go back into only to get the machine because he did not want any cutting at all. Mom. Anyway, once I told that man that we didn't want their machines in. I asked him to bring out the machines. So he turned around. He came out this way through the highway, and he turned around. He went back in. And not long after, they had the first truck come in out of there, and he took off that way. That's when we knew that they were going to call the SQ, because that's what they were always doing. They would notify the SQ once somebody starts what they call interfering. Following the first truck, there was 2 more trucks that came out. I called in one of my sisters to notify them that the workers were already going in, and then the foreman and whoever the supervisors were started asking questions about. They started asking questions if they can go in, and we said no. One of the things that I did importantly mention to them was that we have old wampums that belong to the Algonquin Nation. They're the people's wampums. And to begin with everything, this is what I showed them. One line. What this speaks about basically is that they have one side and we have one side. And when something happens where we feel our side is a big concern and we want to straighten that out, this is exactly what we're doing. We're pulling that string so that we can straighten out what is going on, because there's a lot of war going on our streets, on our animals. We're not considering the existence of our animals in our territory. It changes the way of living. It changes the way of our living as well. And they don't consider the importance of what we need. Next, I showed him this, which was which is going to be a peace belt, and that's what we want. For once in our life, we want to live in peace, without ever being threatened again of our lands, without the animals being threatened for their way of life, without feeling that our language and culture will not go on. What's part of the thing? The 7 diamonds represents our 7 clan council for the Algonquin Nation. So some of the clan councilors are like the Bear Clan, the Wolf Clan, the Bird Clan, the Wolf Clan, Fish. And this is what we represent. This is always our traditional governance system, and it's the people that have to say on this. It has nothing to do or nothing attached to the band councils. The band councils are basically they were set up by the Indian Affairs because that's the way they want to work things. That's how they're able to govern our people. That's how they're able to govern everything that goes on the land. And our people don't get a say. So this is what we want. The people are saying, like, we want peace for everything. So the other things that Tell them about the family territories, what they do.
Mom, this Coco. This Coco.
One of the reasons that we are urging our grassroots people is because that it's been going on for so many decades that the way our Algonquin nation looks like within the territories, every families have their territories. And if a cutting goes on there, and if it's approached by just the families only, what happens is that they go after the family and they make arrests and so on. So this is that time where we want to just stand for the whole Algonquin nation when it comes to our lands and everything, because when you go to certain communities and so on, it's always the band giving out. They're letting it go, and the mentality they have is that even if we say no, they're still going to go in. That doesn't mean they shouldn't have signed anyway. We know that we need housing and things like that, but I think the best way to go about it is to go about the old ways. This is what our ancestors left for us to follow. There's a lot of knowledge and teachings in all our belts. We cannot forget that. This, all the belts that are still here in our nation, those are the laws that came from the Creator. Those are our true laws. In the federal government, they don't know anything about the Creator and things like that, or how to live about it. And we have to teach them those things. And just a touch note on the wampum that we have 5 of them, and they belong to the people. It's our right to be when we ask for them. It's our right to live. It's our right to stay. What is it that we really need in order for our future generations to have something? Today is that time where we need to stand up together as a whole. And we are also asking other neighboring nations if they cannot come here to support. We encourage that you find something to help support coming from your areas. It's not going to be easy, but it has to be done. And just like there, we really need to take the fear out of our hearts and our minds and have faith in the Creator's way. Have faith in the Creator's laws. This is what I can share for today.
What has happened yesterday after the ESQ have sent their liaison officer here to speak with us. Then we were asked our position. We were asked who we are. We know their tactics. So they had asked us if we would allow the machine that was brought in to stay. And he had went and met with the forestry company. He spoke with the forestry company. They called their boss, and apparently they were calling a meeting for today, this morning. They're going to be meeting. The forestry company will be meeting with INAC and the government, is what we understood, to determine what they're going to do. We were told by the SQ officer that approach on how they handle these situations, not to come in with their batons, their hats, and just start making arrests. But by the end of the conversation, the SQ officer gave us a message that if this is to happen, if they were to move in on us, we would get a heads up. So just by his words, we could see that there is not a different approach that they're taking. They're just strategizing because of what happened in BC, the Chipotle case, what the Supreme Court ruled about unceded territory within Canada. Nations without treaties have title to their land. And there's no question about that. They're just being careful on their part. And we were told they weren't going to come in today until after their meeting. We haven't seen any loggers yet, but we know it's just a matter of time. And we'll be here for as long as we need to be, because we've always been here. Our ancestors have always been here. So we would like to call out to all our nation, the Anishinaabe Nation. Come together and support one another. To be one, to bring back the old teaching, the old ways of how our people used to govern ourselves. We all have, every community carries this. Every community has elders. Every community has knowledge, the wisdom. So our governance has always been there. It's just the people got to stand up and use it and stop using the INAC system to allow the government to control our, what they call our chiefs and counselors. It's not that we're against our own people, the positions they took. It's the system that we are fighting. And at this time, chiefs and counselors are essential to communities, because it is a system that the government has put forward as an act of genocide to our people. It's a system that we do not follow. It's a system where we say enough is enough. So all our people are welcome here. Come and support. Stand up for one another. That's all I have to say for now. Anybody else?
That's good. I'm sure you got something else to add.
Should have brought up
I was talking to a young couple earlier. So, when they were slashing their hair, they were slashing a while ago. They were slashing over there, and I had the chance to talk to one of our own people that's working for the government. I told them, this time I'm sorry to tell you this, we cannot go in there and slash, destroying everything. If you're an Anishinaabe, you gotta understand what we want, what we're fighting for. It's not only for me, it's for you too and your kid at home. You gotta understand what we're doing today. Because later on, us are not going to be here. When you give this thing to you, it's going to be stuff to you. When you get the new one, we're going to fight. And so on and so on. You can't let this happen on your own. You have to live the way back we used to have. We got to take that back. That's what I was telling to that young man. I don't know if it's going to pass again. That's how I told him. I can't let you go back over there. I'm sorry to tell you this. That's my belief. If you believe this too, come stand with us. I have to say, yeah, that's the point.
We can say it again.
Yeah, there's when we went to talk to before November, we went to talk to the Cookums went to talk to the judges.
Federal court.
Federal judges, so we have this.
This says the federal court, the Cour fédérale on the front. And on the back it says, in recognition of the elders' contribution to judicial education, Chief Justice, Federal Court, November 1st, 2013.
There's one other thing that I'd like to say. When I said we'll be here until we need to be, that is until the title issue is respected by the Canadian government and the province of Quebec. We're not here to make agreements. We're not here to make a treaty. Simply here resolve that our nation should have as title holders. Of the Algonquin territory, which we call the Anishinaabe territory. That's what I wanted to add.
Okay.
Everyone's always talking about those properties too. Talking about the two roads. One of them leads to destruction. One of them leads to where the land will be well. When you think about all that, the time to choose is now. Maybe do it now or never. And that doesn't mean like go back to living the old ways, keep feeding rich ones, but it's where our beliefs are. It's that way of living, following what we believe, and living with it in our hearts. My main concern is, of all our main concern is Mother Earth. Our ancestors went along with to protect Mother Earth. They've been in business. Okay, well, now have to protect the Earth. They did so much harm today. Our waters are polluted. The air is polluted. And to themselves, you should know that. We need trees to breathe oxygen. Every time those big machines go in there, they destroy the new growth that's coming alive. They don't know what they're doing, or they don't want to realize what they're doing. They don't take a look in the ground. They don't take a look what they're doing exactly. And they pass over those machines. They destroy the trees. These are the trees now that's new growth that's supposed to be growing. Their tops are all growing. But in the bottom, they're all dead. They're all run over and scraped. The same thing with our medicine on the ground. We will have no more of that medicine on the ground. That's how we survived with our medicine a long time ago. We didn't need no doctors. We had our own medicine. When the Europeans came, we helped them. We survived them. We healed them with the help of our Mother Earth. And today, they're destroying. Enough. Enough of that destroying for this thing that you're doing. They treat our people like they treat trees. They don't really care where they're at. If you're kind of in the way, they take you out like this. Same way they take out children away from their natural environment with their families, their plant families, and then they're stick somewhere else to grow. It's all the same thing. That's what they're doing to our kids. That's what they're doing. They've been doing this for a long time. You should know. When the trees are all gone, there's no more fish in the water. What are they going to eat? Their money? And they can't drink anymore. Look at now we're drinking bottled water. What's next? Mask over our face so we can breathe? Our ancestors fought so well for us. We can't let them down and we can't let Mother Earth down. First of all, Mother Earth, we can't let her down. And then our ancestors that worked so hard for us. Let's be the ancestors that future generations will always thank us for. And when we thank our ancestors, we share what else we gave. We have children. Europeans have children. We have children. Think of your children. Think of all the children we have.
Speaking about the trees here, how modern day is what they call science. It takes them so long to discover something. And our people have been saying it for many years. They were transmitting all this information to the newcomers when they first arrived. What would happen? They continue to live the way they live today. That's why these wampums were made, or when the Europeans first came to our shores. They were showed they have to live the way the natives live, respect Mother Earth. So for any government to say we don't have a science, it's false. Because our science goes so far back from the beginning, and it's embedded in our own language that we speak, how we refer to things. With the English language, you don't see that. So we do have a science and knowledge of our surroundings. Just a lack of respect to listen to the Anishinaabe people of Mother Earth.
When they plant a tree, when people plant trees, anybody that plants a tree, they have to take care of it. You have to water it. Come here, you little one. And they have to cover it in the winter, protect it so it doesn't freeze or bend out of shape. Here now, Mother Earth, we have a great big snowfall, and we have small little baby trees growing, and tons of snow falls on it. That little tree still standing in the fall, in the spring. That little tree still standing in the spring. Mother Earth's taking care of that. Now look what's happening. How they're destroying us, destroying Mother Earth and all her garden that she provided for us.
On Monday, Shirley, on Monday when we went to visit the territory and we saw the clear cuts in the territory, we met up with this group of young planters, I guess, non-native planters. After they damage the land, they cut down the trees, they go in there, they send a crew to go and plant little trees up this high. And the only trees they plant are the little pines, little spruces, and that's what's being planted to replace all the natural trees that were once there. Now those little trees, when they grow, they do not provide the same kind of food for the animals. So those animals do not go there. They go elsewhere looking for their food. And that affects the people. Clear cutting is not a good thing. It's bad for our people. It's killing our people. The people that live off the land, they use this land to get food. The food is there in the bush, in the woods, in the forest. But if that forest is clear cut, there is no animal there. There is far too much damage being done in our territory. That has to stop. Because those trees, that land, that rightfully belongs to the original peoples of this country, of this territory. We took good care of that land. And now these newcomers are coming in here to destroy our land, our way of life. That is considered genocide. When you try and kill a people and their way of life, that is genocide in my books. And there is an unfair advantage. We cannot fight a big international company. We do not have the money to fight them. But we are going to protect our land the best way that we can. That is why the Kokums, the grandmothers, are here supporting the people that live off the land. These people rely rely on the forest, the boreal forest, for their food, to build their cabins, which provides heat in the winter. These people live off the land. They live here year round. There's no electricity here. There's no grocery stores. They are living off the land like the ancestors did. They respect the animals. They respect the trees. Respect all living things. And it saddens us very much when we see destruction like this. We are calling all our Anishinaabe brothers and sisters to come and support the people here. Southern part of Parc Verendrye, which is in the middle of Algonquin, unceded Algonquin territory. We are staying here. We are not moving. We are here to protect the land. Miigwech.
The land we're talking. Not only the land, the fishing. People that go hunt in the falls. I've seen a lot of things. I've seen moose people throw away in the dump. I've seen bears full bears. They throw out in the dump. And what they do? They cut the part of the no, just to bring out there. And they cut the hand. And they just throw away the meat. I've seen a lot of that. Outside the reserve, they do the same thing. You go out in the dump and you see all those things. And I don't like that. I don't like to see the moose hunting because they're not using the meat. They're only using the antlers for trophy. They don't use that. They don't eat it. That's what I see. That's why I see a lot of moose thrown away in the dump. They only took the antlers. And where they go? This is what everything has to stop now. We go fishing out there. I see me because I go fishing and I would put my net there because that's my survival. And you see the fish sometimes. They're all cooked. They're all just like they're infected. They've been hit with the motor. You've seen a lot of things of that. That's gotta stop. When you stop something, not just the loggers, the fishing, the hunting. This is what we need. Because people doesn't use that. They destroy everything. I have some people that took the picture of them. And see what I mean. See, bear. I seen moose. I seen deer. Everything that we eat. They just threw everything over in the dump. I don't like that. I don't like to see the moose hunting now. We have to stop the moose hunting and the fishing. They don't want to listen to us. We're going to do it. I'm not going to listen to their law. They're making new laws. We're not gonna listen to that no more. We won't fight what we live on. Nishnabela. This is Nishnabela one in Parc. And we're gonna have to stop. All you guys who have support us and use your Nishnabela and use your land and use your animals. Yeah, Nishnabela way. Living in the bush. I've been living here for 20 years. I don't have no toilet. I don't have no clean water. I don't have nothing. I don't have no hydrant. I use candles. All I use. I'm not saying I'm poor. I'm happy to use it. That's the way I grew up. That's what my mother raised me, so I'm going to use it. I'm not going to let this thing die. I'm going to use it for as long as I live.
People that's all living on Mother Earth. People that's all living on Mother Earth should help us. We should all know that not only for us, it's for them too. We're doing this for everybody. What you had before. Many have trees, many have medicine, many have fish, many have game. That's our way of life then. What we do is for you people too.
It's starting to rain, but give me one outside. Put on my coat.
Stop. Stop them all.
Not always good before you close it.
There's our trees. Look at the damage on here. You got enough to stop everything. Isn't that small? Look at all the damage on the trees. The computer.
Oh, yeah, I thought you were finished. Come back here.
Because we're in the park.
Soupy.